Hello everyone, Daylover here. Warning: this video will contain pictures from Google and other places that is not mine, so please go and give respect to the pictures of the original owners and the copyrights. And also warning, it's going to contain my own personally opinion about like how you could teach children math and history and other classes. I actually got the idea because I saw a meme on one of the with D&D stuff online on Twitter today, and I was just thinking about like, why is it that teachers are not including D&D more or role play in their teachings. And I just want to show you D&D Beyond because I'm so fond of it. Like, there's stories, there's like building characters and stuff like that. So we will go in one of my already created characters here. When it loads, I can talk a little about like, okay, so let's say you're a history teacher and you want to talk with the children about like any point in history that happened, or maybe something fictional. You want to teach them about like mystery and science, sci-fi, or anything like the D&D Beyond, or like any form of pen and paper or role play has the potential to open for all of these stories. You can even make a run based on like real life events. I have been a part of role playing groups that have done that. So yeah, I do really think like it could open potentials to like not only tell the story but also make it so the children are taking part. And of course I'm talking about here about like grown children, like children that can, I don't know, but like handle. But you as a teacher also have the thing where you can what's that, gauge how old they are going to be before you tell them about like for example war and all of that good stuff. So I'm not like saying put young children into a D&D game that's not specifically made for those age ranges. But there's also games for younger children. So yeah, you can make, for example, cute fuzzy animals. Like, as I said, your imagination have no boundaries, and that actually, I think like that could help the children get more interested in your character and like in your in everything that's going on. I'll just open one of my D&D characters here, but like I think like it's a shame that it's not being used that much in real life as like not only history teacher but as a math teacher. And you can see why here. Like, I know that D&D Beyond counts it out, so it helps you if you roll whatever, just roll something. It will help you figure out what your amount is. If you have anything here, you have to plus it with 1, 3 and stuff like that. And I know this is not advanced math, but you can make it so it's like insane. I have seen like D&D sheets that is like really hard to figure out, and this higher you get, this more pluses, minuses you might have. You have to think about what to add, maybe your how much you can carry and all of that good stuff. So there's more than enough for that too. And even if you're a cooking teacher or something like that has you think that has nothing to do with D&D Beyond, gym teacher, I still think like it can be used for that too. Just because like you can make the story with your children, like now you have to go out and take a gym class. Oh, you don't want to take gym class, but what if you instead came out and you had to play like live role play where you're playing as the character that you made in your math teachings and you have been told about in your story teachings, and like then you can act out stuff, and there would be like, okay, you have a quest where you have to run, for example, 5 kilometers or something. It's just ideas that I just got, and I'm just like, this could actually work. A school where every class is based around like D&D, pen and paper role play or live role playing. I think like that could also open up a whole new array of like taking care of each other, being good with each other, and like everything that's told in history, for example, can be quote unquote seen as fictional. So even if the teachers are putting in real stuff, it can be they can be like, okay, yeah, we are teaching your children about like real stuff here, but it's also like in a scene of the magical world that it is. And I think again it could make it so the children are more engaged, because like now it's just like either sitting listening to what your history teacher is telling, seeing a movie, or trying to, you as a child trying to remember, all of the things that are being said. And it's not easy for children that has like learning or need help with learning. And I must admit, like, if there were such a thing as role playing and all that sort of stuff, also think like I would have had a easier time with my dyslexia, because like not only will you be open to things that are really hard to spell, like proficiency and stuff like that, constitution, intelligence, dexterity, oh my, but you also be, I'm also really bad at math and stuff like that. So that's also why I am bringing this up, like if it all had a mixture, so I could be like more engaged in like, okay, this is the test that I have to do now, like my character, like imagine a math test, your finals being like this, like you go into a room as your character and you sit down, and your final quest is to go through these 5 epic things. Like first you have to make a meal that can satisfy a dragon. You have to tell a story that is lively and engaging and have something to do with real life as your character. And then you have to do something physical, as I said, like run the 5 kilometers or something else. And then you had to do your math problem, as like you have your full character sheet. If you take, for example, again, this is going to be low form of math, but if you take all of your character sheet and plus it together, will you get, and stuff like that. I'm just imagining things, and maybe it wouldn't work, but I'm just like, I just want to bring the idea out there because I think like other people can explain it better than me. I must just admit, I thought it was a great idea that just came into my head with all of this good stuff, and like I really do believe it could be used for every form of teaching, even nature teachings, especially because like your character, you can still be your character and go out, and then your teacher was just like, oh, these plants is this and this. Your character knows this because she's a ranger, or this in nature is this and this. Your character knows this because it's a warrior. It doesn't have to be like anything that's relative. Like as I said, your imagination have no boundaries, so it doesn't have to be specific for the game, but it could also be like based around. So, for example, if you're out with your children again, like I'm imagining here, a little older children or some like children that would understand all of this. But yeah, I do believe like they could handle such a thing as this, like them actually helping each other. So the characters that were, for example, a ranger or have something with herbs and medicine and stuff like that. They could help the other characters that is not that good with that, and those characters that are not good with that will be like good with the, for example, the physical elements or something in those lines. I'm not saying like you have to put the children into specific boxes. I just feel like this opens up a space for them so they can like choose things that are more easy to for them. Like I know at some point they have to think about like in real life and like what to they want to be when they grow up and all of that good stuff. But again, with the D&D and all of this, with being like working from home and all of that, like I really do feel like there's a open area that I'm missing here. Maybe you could even use this as a accountant into the future, because like if you get better at math as a young girl or boy or whatever, I do really believe like there's potential for even like greater things, and it doesn't need to be math. It could also be like one of the other classes that I'm talking about, and then you can still have them be as children, like having fun and being more engaged in their classes instead of them like being bored and stuff like that. And I do really feel like there should be more physical activity in classes too. So maybe even in your math teachings or in your story teachings, there could be like the punishment for like not making a correct answer, instead of getting them a red line and them discouraging them, then say like, okay, you have to run around the school, or you have to get something, or you have to do this and that, instead of like and maybe try to explain more to the children, instead of like thinking that the children know all of this good stuff. And even though that they've been told it once, maybe try to be patient with them and tell it again to them. I really wish that I had more help with my math teaching. So yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. I will leave a link to D&D Beyond and in the description. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. I hope everything is good. Do remember to take care of yourself, and do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Yeah, that's actually all. Yeah, okay. Bye bye.